I'm really happy with these. If you're familiar with the channel, you know I'm a huge Forum fan, but I just don't see many people in them. And I kind of like that too. I like feeling a little bit unique. Hey, what's happening everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. And today I want to get into a shoe that there's really not any hype for. We've seen the hype for Jordan 1s kind of fall off, but as far as Dunk Lows go, the hype is still going crazy. More specifically for the Panda colorway or the black and white Dunk Low, people just go nuts for it. It's released about 1,000 times this year, sells out every time, resale stays real high. And last time I was at the mall, I saw probably 4 or 5 people wearing them, and I live in a small town. So if I'm seeing that many people wear them here, I know that across the country and probably even across the world, there are a whole bunch of people wearing Panda Dunk Lows. Today I want to get into a silhouette that I actually prefer a little bit more than the Dunk Low, and I think it's heavily slept on. This shoe is readily available. You can buy it on the Adidas app right now in the US, and it's reasonably priced. I think materials are better. I like the style just as much, but we'll get into all that. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at the Forum Low CL in the black and white colorway. Right as I was finishing that intro, this sun came out and man, just cooking me. But anyhow, this is the Panda Dunk that I'm referring to. Most of y'all probably know what this is. You're probably familiar with this. I go for these whenever they come out simply for trade bait, and that's what I have this pair for. I like to kind of trade these towards a shoe that I'm unable to hit for retail, and maybe that makes sense to some of y'all, but maybe it doesn't. I've had maybe 5 or 6 pairs of these, and I like them. I like Dunks. I'm not throwing any hate on Dunks, but I see everybody wearing these, and I'm not too into that. This is the box that the Forums come in, just a standard Adidas box. There's really nothing noteworthy about that. The tag reads Forum Low CL. The colors are core black, footwear white, and core black. I always go true to size. Stay tuned till the end because I'll throw these on feet and show you how they look, talk about sizing, some more of that sort of thing. And I just want to get right to it. I think these are dope. I think these look every bit as good as those Panda Dunks. And if I'm being honest, I kind of prefer this style a little bit more. I love Dunk Lows. I love the retro basketball silhouettes, but guess what? This is a retro basketball silhouette that's been around just as long as the Dunk has. And a lot of people like Dunks and Jordan 1s and that sort of thing. Well, there's actually pictures of Michael Jordan wearing a Forum 84 before he signed his deal with Nike. There's rumors that the Forum 84 was his shoe of choice for playing basketball in. So if that doesn't speak to, you know, the retro basketball street cred, then I don't know what does. But obviously you can see that it's a white base, it's got black overlays, and it's just a really classic looking design. Most Forum 84s that I have a strap going across the top. These ones don't, and I actually really like the fact that these don't have that strap. I think they look nice and classy, and I can't wait to get them on feet and see how they look. So I got these off of the Adidas app. I think they were $110, but I had a discount code for, I think, 30% off, so I got them for 80 bucks. And I think that's a deal and a half. Looking at the outsole, you can see that up in the forefoot, we've got a suction cup or a pivot point, which will remind you of the Jordan 1 tread pattern. And then we have some Adidas branding at the midfoot. And all along the perimeter, we just have a whole bunch of little trefoils. And I love the outsole pattern of these. You get really good traction, and it's also just got a really classic look. But that's all black. And then as we come to the side of the shoe, you can see that black outsole meets a bright white midsole We've got some Adidas branding back here towards the back of the shoe. And as we come around to the inside of the shoe, we can see that we have this classic Dillinger webbing. And that's some white foam, but then the netting over top is black. And I really like the way that that looks. We see that on just about all forums, Forum 84s, and I really like that little feature of those shoes. You can tell fall's coming because the wind is starting to blow leaves off the trees. It gets real pretty here around fall time, so I'm excited. I hate to see summer go, but man, it's beautiful here. I love it. All right, back to the shoes. So coming up from that midsole in the back, we see this hard plastic heel anchor, and that's in a black color. Here in the front, we can see that we've got this black leather mud guard. And I will go on record right now saying the materials on this shoe are far superior to the materials that I've ever had on a Panda Dunk or really any GR Dunk. This leather is the quality of leather that you would find on like a Jordan 1 High. If you're not familiar, typically the GR Jordans, like mids and lows that aren't OGs, they have a very synthetic feeling leather. Well, this feels nice and soft, and it's got a smooth finish on it, but it doesn't take long to tell that this is really, really nice quality, both for the black leather that we have on the overlays, but also for this white leather that we have on the base. It's really soft. It's not the best leather that I've felt, but it's a lot better than what I get on GR Dunks. We've got perforations on this white leather here on the toe box and then on the side panels. And you can see that underneath of these 3 stripes in that black leather on both sides. We've got black leather going up the eye stays and then wrapping around the heel. We've got some Adidas branding here in white and a trefoil. And it's just a really clean looking shoe. It's very classy looking, but it's also just got a really unique design. It doesn't look like it's copying off of anything else. This tongue is a little bit different than what I'm used to getting on Forum 84s. I don't even know how to explain it. It's not a nylon tongue. It feels just like a textile material, but it's a little bit different than the material that we usually have. Typically, the material that we have is like a Dunk tongue or like a Jordan 1 tongue, but this has a little bit different of a feel, and you can even see it's got a different texture to it. It almost looks like terry cloth, but it kind of feels like a curtain or something. But we've got black piping going along the edges of the tongue. And then we've got a white tag at the top with some black Adidas branding and a black trefoil. They gave us some flat black laces in this shoe, and I'll just rock them. I won't think about swapping them out because I like the way it looks. And then we've got a black sock liner and a black insole with some more Adidas branding down there on the insole. But that was just a real quick look at these. I want to go ahead and throw them on feet, show you how they look, and talk about some sizing. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, got them on feet. Love the way they feel, love the way they look. I go true to size with these. On the highs, I go with the 10.5. On the lows, I go with the 10. Some people have said that they think that Forums run really big. I have a wide foot, and I wouldn't be able to size down from my normal size, but going true to size in lows is okay because the leather is really soft on them. I think if you have a narrow foot, you could probably go a half size down and it would work out well because they do seem a little bit longer than Jordan 1s and Dunks, but I think the width of them is very comparable to the width on Jordan 1s and Dunks, if that makes sense. I love the feel. I love the way that they look. I'm really happy with this purchase, and I don't know if I'll see anybody else wearing these whenever I run to the mall, and I really like that. And I think with the affordable price, this is a pair of shoes that you can just throw on and wear as a beater, not really have to worry about them too much. We're in back to school season, and I think this pair would be ideal for that as well. But on feet, you can tell that the leather is way softer than what it is on Dunks. And I like that. I'm really happy with these. If you're familiar with the channel, you know I'm a huge Forum fan, but I just don't see many people in them. And I kind of like that too. I like feeling a little bit unique. Well, thanks for watching this review. I'm out.